The art of becoming before receiving. Some of us have been James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials. Friends, I don't want friends. I don't need this. I don't need that. Oh my gosh, I'm by myself. Because the truth of the matter is, in this world, you need people. Well, I know my plan. I'm not going to let anybody get to me because until this works, I'm not stopping. And that's perseverance. You're not going to stop. Okay? You're not going to stop. And as well, dealing with people, especially if you have a company or a business, you need to be emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature, because you learn that people are different. So you need to learn to meet people with where they're at. Okay? And with that being said, you're also allowed to choose not to deal with certain people. You see some certain characteristics or certain behaviors, you're just like, no. For example, you see somebody at the beginning that is maybe greedy or talks too much about money. You just know, okay, if I work with this person, if we make money, they're probably going to steal from me. So instead of you allowing yourself to enter into the deep pond and giving this person a chance, you're just like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to work with somebody else. And it's not personal. It's just me. Okay. And again, that's my perception of that person because of the things that I've went through. So some people are very quick to be like, oh, let me just give this person a chance just to see it. No. And some of you don't learn. That's why y'all be going through the same thing over and over again. You don't learn. You know how this thing goes before, but you still want to jump into that. No, you don't need all that. Okay, so the art of becoming, you first of all need to learn how to control your emotions. You need to be in charge of your emotions. You need to be in charge of who you are. And then secondly, you are peaceful. You like peace. You only entertain peace. That's why alignment is so important. When you're aligned, any bit of chaos blocks peace and it blocks flow. So peace is important. Discipline is important. Okay, so for example, if you're someone that, you like to have a good time, you like to have a night out or whatever, and the next morning, you got stuff to do, you get up and do it. Or you have a business and money isn't flowing or things are not working out, you still get up and do it. You need to be disciplined because the art of becoming is being disciplined. In this life, I don't care what anybody says. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be somebody who has discipline. Okay? For example, you're trying to lose weight. If you don't have discipline, if you don't learn how to control your appetite, your eating, whatever, you will never lose weight. Okay? And losing weight is going to the gym, eating healthy. 80% is eating healthy. Okay? Eating healthy and eating what's good for you. You might not like it, but you need to change your taste buds. Like for example, I never liked dates. It's just not my thing. But I had to learn to love it because it's good for my body. I don't like salad. You need to eat salad once in a while because it's good for your body, less calories. You don't feel it, and once you eat it, you don't feel heavy or sluggish. Like I used to love chips, guys. I don't eat chips anymore because every time I eat it, I feel heavy, sluggish, and depressed. But I love chips. Now, sometimes I do have chips, but I try not to. You need to be disciplined, okay? I'm in front of a camera. I don't have like over 2K subscribers, but I know where I'm going to. I know I'm going to have it one day. So I got to wake up in the morning, whether I like it or not, and take videos. You got to be disciplined, okay? Because that is important for the art of becoming. You're a CEO, whatever, you are building a company, you got to be disciplined. That is so, guys, honestly, read Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday, Stoicism, he talks about discipline. Life is a discipline. I highly recommend that book. And intentional. You need to be intentional. When you wake up in the morning, okay, you need to be like, okay, right, I have to achieve this goal. So what do I need to do to achieve the goal? Get a list of things that you need to do. Write it on a piece of paper. Do it. Even with your friendships, you need to be intentional. Guys, I'm not friends with people that don't meet me halfway. All my friends are amazing. I'm able to call them and cry, or either like randomly they send me gifts. Randomly, they just take me out to eat, And I used to be friends with people that wouldn't even consider me. I'm friends with people that are considerate. I love birthdays. I love my friends' birthdays. And I love it when it's my birthday because my friends are so considerate. They are like, I can't explain. Like, they consider me when they're doing things for me. I have friends that I can call and be like, oh, I need tips on this, okay? I have friends that I have, and they put me onto things. They put me onto opportunities. Be intentional. When you go to work, the people you talk to, how you talk, be intentional. You wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I want to start a business. Be intentional. Sometimes, you want to start a business and it's so confusing. You're just like, how do I go about this? Where do I go about this? But if you're in alignment, things will flow easier. I promise you guys. I promise you. And last but not least, you need to be spiritually grounded. This is so important. And spiritual groundedness comes when you are healed, like I always say, and you don't have lots of judgment clouding your inner intuition or your spirit guide, okay? So with that being said, you know that, okay, like I said in one of my videos, sometimes I go online or sometimes I go somewhere and I'm just like, I don't know why I'm going here, but I'm going to go there anyways. And then I end up getting there and it's like, oh my God, I needed to be here, you know? And that's how I met the girls that did helped me with filming. Like, that morning I was so exhausted. I was like, I don't want to go to this event, but I got up and I went, okay? Because my spirit was like, you need to go. There was a makeup client that I didn't want to take. And when I got there, I was like, oh, I started doing the person's makeup, and something in me was like, this person's gonna bring you clients. After I did that person's makeup, guys, I got 2 extra clients. Okay, so this is it. You need to be intentional. You need to be spiritually grounded. Okay, you wake up in the morning, meditate is so important. Okay, you need to also learn to be alone. Okay, because if you're not alone, or if you don't know how to be alone, like, people will just be coming to you with all these crazy ideas, and you're just like, I can't. You know what I mean? You'll be thinking of starting 6 or 20 businesses at the same time because you're not spiritually grounded. Okay, when I started Softly Anointed, guys, honestly, I just knew, like, I want to do, X, Y, and Z. Then, as I became spiritually grounded with myself, opportunities started coming, started flowing. My friend just got up one day and she was like, I'm leaving. Do you want my makeup clients? And I was like, oh, yeah. And it's so crazy because I love makeup. I love doing makeup. So, yeah. And I was never thinking of doing makeup as a thing, side hustle. I just did people's makeup for free, But I started doing it, and, like, I just love it. And I love it. I love when people feel good about themselves, they look good. And that's what Softly Anointed is all about. Every woman out there should feel good, should love themselves, should be comfortable in their body, their skin, So, and with that being said, as you can see here, everything I've said, it started with my emotions, controlling my emotions, being able to understand that, like, okay, I've been through this in the past, but today is a new day and I can start again from a different lens. It's not easy, but it does happen. And then slowly, when you have all these characteristics or all these traits, if you want to become a manager, it'll be easy for you to become a manager because you're able to lead people, you're able to guide people. You want to start a business, you want to be a CEO, people will be coming to you, looking up to you and being like, oh, how did you do this? How did you do that? You know what I mean? So that is so super, super important. And the art of becoming, as a woman, if you are out there dating, I will say heal. Not every man is trash, okay? If something didn't work out with you and a man, it is what it is. Things don't work out every day with other people, with family members. It is what it is. Close the door. Men are not trash, okay? You're just not in alignment with who you're meant to be with, okay? So as a woman, you need to heal that and believe that there are good men out there. And you do meet good men out there. Sometimes 1 or 2 things are just not aligned. That just means, okay, this person is not for me, okay? And you meet a guy who just heals your nervous system. He makes you forget about everything. He shows you a different side to love. He communicates with you. He lets you know how he feels. That's so important. Someone that's emotionally intelligent, emotionally open, someone that, like, wants to see you do well. Somebody that is happy to see you in the morning and just be like, oh, you're amazing. So as a woman, if you are somebody that wants healthy love, you also need to become the healthiest version of yourself. If you go around saying, oh, men are trash, men are this, you will never find a good man. You will always find those trash men because that's what's in your head. That ain't your head, okay? If you're someone that you love yourself, you will also never allow some certain men around you. You have standards, okay? So the art of becoming is also having standards. The places you go to, the places you eat, the friends you have, the things you watch, the things you allow yourself to consume. It's so important. So with that being said, like I said, the art of becoming, you need to become that version of yourself that wants what it is that you want, okay? Don't ever settle. Don't ever settle. Softly Anointed babes, we don't settle. Okay? And if you haven't found the love of your life yet, guys, let me tell you something. Focus on you. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on your business. Focus on the side hustle. Start reading something. Start a new course. Start something. That person will come and meet you when you're busy, not when you're at home. The only thing you're thinking about is a man. Your world should never revolve around a man. Your world should revolve around you, and that man needs to be in your world. It's your world, and he's living in it. Okay? Any man that, I've talked to, in my head, I'm always like, it's my world, you're living in it, okay? And if you don't align with my world, you need to go. You got to go. So have that mindset, okay? Anyways, guys, I hope this video was some way impactful. If you know anybody that needs to hear this, share this with them. And as usual, you were soft, anointed, and chosen, and you can change the world. Mwah.